So, patch day again for consoles, and this time around there's been one or two interesting ideas or changes that I think are going to be very handy for the overall state of health for the game. Just for starters, jungle practice now has two different pads as you can see. The left pad is the pad that changes teams, so if you bring a buddy with you inside of jungle practice, if you want, I haven't tested it out, I'm pretty sure you guys can go against each other and test out builds, things like that. And then the pad on the right resets cooldowns automatically, so if you just want to, I guess, use ultimates, things like that, to see that and not have to wait 80 seconds for a cooldown, that will no longer be an issue. And also, I forgot boots, don't know what happened, I kind of had a brain fart. Thanatos had a buff of some sorts. Now, abilities cost health of pretty much the health he has at the time and not overall health. So whatever health he has at that moment, abilities cost of that, instead of having 1,000 health, and let's say you're at 100, and you can't use abilities because your health ran out. That's pretty much what they did Thanatos. And also, his 3, the silence, has been, instead of it going up in duration, it's now 1 second solid throughout all modes, which is pretty handy. Also, Amuzen got a buff as well. His honey has a farther distance, and his hives act like a ward, which is pretty interesting because they also did a change to wards as well. Wards now they glow green when they're your wards, and then they blink on the last 30 seconds of their life to kind of give you a heads up that that ward will decay and go away, which is pretty handy indeed because I use wards a lot, so it's cool. I was going to say good for some reason, to see that they have made a little change like that that's actually going to impact the game. I'm interested to see how that works, to see pretty much if that will help in most situations, because there's a lot of situations where I pretty much forget that I ward an area. But as you're looking, you're probably wondering what the hell is this on your screen right now. Kali's passive got to change. The way it works now is, from now on, you pick a target at the beginning of the match, and every time you die, you get to pick another target. So let's say somebody kills you, and you just want to always target someone that's going to be squishy, etc., etc. You can do that from now on. Also, the closest god after the kill will automatically switch over to that person as being your next passive, so you're marked for that target, which is actually, I don't really even know how to feel about that, because that just sounds like an easy way to get a pentakill, things like that. It's just going to consistently change the tide, and if you're late game Kali and you're fully built and you're just fed, you're going to kill everyone in your path. It's going to happen regardless, and with the new passive, it's going to be very, very potent. I'm interested to see how it works. For all the good Kali players out there, I hope you guys enjoy this buff, because it sounds crazy, it sounds nuts. So, other little changes besides the new war changes, or not even God skins, of course, we got some new Odyssey rewards. And also, you might have heard the new voice pack, that's the Lore Lady as well. I picked that up today because I thought it was actually really, really nice. So for skins, we have Warlord Kumbhakarna, Nature's Guardian Rama, Prototype Scylla, Tormentula Arachne, Sorbek, Sorbek, Sobek, and then Luminosity Susano. I kind of had a tongue twister with the Sobek one there. Also, Scylla had her masteries redone, and so did Rama. So those are some little changes that I thought were actually pretty neat. The new skins are actually really, really nice. I really love the Warlord skin. I said Lore Ward. I really love the Warlord skin, and I really, really do like the Scylla skin. I think they both look really great. And then also, the new Tormentula skin for Arachne is pretty interesting, although I don't think that it should have been in the Odyssey, just because it just pretty much looks like a recolor of some sorts. But there's been some changes to characters. So, for starters, besides the 2 that were stated, we have Bacchus, who now his ultimate, the healing debuff, is 50% instead of 30%. Alpash got a overall buff to his just character, basically. His increased health got increased. His health got increased. His health per level got increased. His base movement speed got increased. He just moves faster. His ultimate has an instant cast from now on. All of his abilities got a mana cost reduction. He's just built more to live, if that makes any sense, to last and not just fall apart as he usually does. Camazot's got a buff because for some reason they thought that he wasn't as powerful. I beg to differ. I think he's absolutely insane. His Screech got a cooldown reduction. His Vampire Bats, the effects are now separated, so now you'll get hit by a slow, and then the damage over time. And his ultimate goes through player-created walls now, which I don't even know how to feel. That's just, it's good, but I feel like that's just going to abuse everyone and kill everything in its path. Circuit also got a buff, her ultimate, which was apparently a bug, got finally fixed. It just makes it so that when you hit a target, it will now actually proc only if you hit a target. Sometimes if you were to land on someone, it wouldn't work correctly, and it would automatically hit cooldowns. For items, there's only 3 items, surprisingly. Emperor's Armor got a reduction in cost. Heartseeker got a attack speed buff. And Stone Cutting Sword got a reduction in cost as well. Oh, and Void Stone, I didn't even realize that. It went from 23 to 22, and the protections went up as well. So that's pretty much the gist of the update, besides the fact that also, now for console, the friends list has been streamlined. So now you will see your friends on the top of the list that are playing Smite instead of at the bottom, which was pretty silly for some reason. That was a thing that they decided to do. That's 3.20. Be sure to check out the patch notes later today. 3.21, the new God Thoth, new mage, finally coming out after years of, I'm pretty much sure, anticipation. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take care.